Okay, guys, wanted to take a couple minutes and go through and recap a conversation that Gary Keller had with Monica Reynolds. And he was talking about how, as agents, we get distracted with the new, right? What I call shiny squirrels. We all get distracted and want to chase the new thing. What's the new lead gen? What's the new product I can buy? What's the new plan? I'm going to do this for lead gen this year, and I'm going to try this for a little while, and I'm going to try the new thing, and then I'm going to try the new thing. And what he said was, you need to stick to the old faithful. You need to stick to the old reliable things that actually get things done. And he's got, let me see, I got 8 things here, right, that are the old familiar that Gary Keller talks about, the old familiar that we let go by the wayside because we want to chase the new. We want to chase the shiny squirrel. We want it quicker. We want it faster. We want our results now. And we're not willing to put the time and the effort and the energy into the things that have been proven to work. Success leaves clues, right? So here's the 8 old familiars, right? Number one, the 3 L's are still your key to success. For those of you who have not read The Millionaire Real Estate Agent, let's talk about the 3 L's: leads, listings, leverage, right? Leads, listings, leverage. Those 3 are still the keys to your success, right? I don't want to dive too deep into those 3 because that's a whole nother video series, a whole nother class. But if you're going to focus on something, we need to focus on the 3 L's. That's number 1 on his list. Okay. Number 2, your database is still your business. You have to focus on your database. You have to feed your database daily. You have to work your database daily. You need to stay in contact with people in your database on a regular, consistent basis. And that's where a lot of us fall off. We're going to try this new shiny thing and whatever. And then we forget the fact that we haven't communicated with our database. So, number 2, your database is still your business. Number 3 is the model from Keller Williams called the 30-30-40. This is how we break down what you should be spending on cost of sales and the spending on your expenses. Those things should be no more than 30% each of your gross commission income, right? So this is our economic model, right? So if you haven't gone through your economic model with me, please make sure that you do so I can lay this out in more detail. Super important. So number 3 is your 30-30-40. Number 4, and this is a huge one. The path of the 7th level agent should not be cheated. The path to the 7th level agent should not be cheated. People want to grow too fast. They want to go from I'm working as a single agent to I've got 3 buyer's agents working with me because it looks good, right? And here's the thing that should punch you in the gut. Success, not ambition, should drive you through that process. I'm going to say it again louder for the people in the back. Success, not ambition, should drive you through that process. So until you start seeing successes and you've got enough leads, you've got enough listings, right? You don't need leverage coming into your world. Until you have enough business to pay for these people and sustain them, you can't add anybody into your world. Okay. So here's another key thing with that: lead generation drives when you get to move up. So if you want to move up to a second level agent, or you want to move up to a third level agent, you want to move up to a fourth level agent, that all is dependent upon lead gen, right? It all depends on how much business you've got coming in. All right. Number 5, time blocking for lead gen is your one thing that drives your success. Time blocking for lead gen is the one thing that drives your success. So if you missed my time blocking class, make sure you check out that video. Be happy to go through it with you and help you on your time blocking process. But making sure we time block for lead gen is super important. Number 6, probably my favorite one on the list just from its name. He said shift happens. right? Shift happens. So the market's going to change. It's going to shift. It's going to go buyer's market. It's going to go seller's market. It's going to go 2020 crazy on us, right? Shift happens and you got to be ready for it. Okay. Number seven, financial freedom starts by knowing your financial number. Your number for your financial freedom is different than my number. So how can you have financial freedom if you've never gone through and figured out what that number is? Right? Clarity is power. You got to know what your number is before we can even talk about how do you become financially free. And then number 8, grit is still the number one determiner of your success. Grit is still the number one determiner of success. So you got to put in some time. You got to get dirty. You got to get some blood, sweat, and tears in this thing. You've got to make sure that you're working hard. Okay. So I'm going to recap these real fast, right? Number one, the three L's are keys to success. Number two, your database is still your business. Number three is your 30-30-40 model. Number four is your path to the seventh level should not be cheated. Number five, time blocking for lead gen is number one thing that drives success. Number six, shift happens. Number seven, financial freedom starts by knowing your financial number. And number eight, grit is still a number one determiner of your success. So if you have any questions on these eight old familiars, right, and want to get some clarity on them, make sure you schedule an appointment with me so we can talk through it. Hopefully this helps. Talk to you guys soon.